Welcome to Real Women, Real Issues. I'm Ardelle Bradley, and with me today I have Rita Davis, who is the principal of Duke Ellington Elementary School. Welcome.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much.
No problem. I know we were talking about preschool. That's what we're going to discuss today.
Okay.
Now, your school, you said you've always had preschool there,
Yes, we have.
so there were no changes.
No changes this year.
Now, I did some research, and they say more than half of American children do not attend preschool. Do you feel preschool is necessary?
I believe preschool with all my heart is necessary, especially in today's climate.
Okay.
It gives the children an opportunity to learn and socialize properly, and at Duke Ellington, it is premier.
How many classes do you have at your particular school?
We have 4 classes.
Now, is that on an ongoing basis? You don't see a change in it?
It's ongoing. This year, we may end up having a waiting list. We were named one of the top preschools in Detroit by Excellent Schools Detroit, one of the top 4.
Oh, that's awesome. Now, I know they had a financial situation last year. They were saying where the funds, I guess they didn't apply for the funds on time, but you said that didn't affect you because the program that was implemented now throughout DPS was the program you were under before.
Exactly. We are under the Great Start Readiness Program. The Head Start program was not implemented at Duke Ellington at Beckham last year, so no changes. We're still GSRP.
Now, is preschool free for parents who want to have their children attend?
There are factors that can determine whether a child can join the GSRP program. There are risk factors, but first of all, children have to be 4 years old after October 1st and before December 1st. And the risk factors include low income, diagnosed disability, severe challenges in their behavior, abuse, environmental factors, things such as that.
And they have to have, I'm sure, papers or doctor's notes explaining this and saying that they do have these qualifications that will qualify them for the preschool program.
Exactly, and they have to be residing in Wayne County. They have to have paperwork to show their birth certificate and place of residence. And the teachers go out once the parents make the applications. They do home visits, and they have a questionnaire, ages and stages questionnaire, in which they go out and they ask parents about the children's physical ability, their social ability, problem-solving skills.
And this will determine if they can stay in the program?
This will determine where the children are located in their growth in order to be in the program.
I see, I see. So if you get a child they're in the age parameters, but say their parents may not fit the income level, they make more than enough and they don't have any of those qualifications, you still advise parents to have their children in some sort of structured environment?
It's essential for today's society.
Nice. And what is the difference in the child? Do you know anything about if they go to preschool, if they don't go to preschool, as far as their longevity in school, their outcome in life?
Well, there has been research on children. There was a research done years ago, children that participated in the high scope curriculum, for instance, and that's the curriculum we have in our pre-K programs. And it showed that children that went to pre-K, they were less likely to be incarcerated. Teen pregnancy was down. They were more likely to seek lifelong learning. All positive. All positive things.
All positive. Now, this is in September. Of course, school has already started.
Yes.
Is it too late for someone to have their child registered and attend the preschool?
No, as long as the school still has applications and spaces available in their programs, they can come in and apply. My teachers this morning, they're going out on their 3rd round of home visits today, making sure that all the children that have application, that they meet with the program, yes.
Great. Just stay right there. I'm going to come back with you after we take our break, but now we're going to go to Jungle Juice for the Juice of the Week.
Thank you, Ardelle. Hi, I'm Regina Hunter-Coleman.
And I'm Rita Hunter-Doss. Today I will be making cucumber, apple, and kale.
The cucumber apple kale is really good for a lot of things, and it's also a nice drink. You can use red apples or you can use green apples if you're diabetic and you don't want much sugar, but it's a really smooth tasting drink. When I drink it, it reminds me kind of a watermelon drink. It has like a melon flavor to it, but it's really good, it's really smooth, it's not too sweet, and it's not too bitter either. Somehow the watermelon and the cucumber combination gives it a really smooth taste. So the things that cucumbers are really good for, they're good for your skin, they hydrate you. Apples, you've heard the expression, an apple a day will keep the doctor away. Apples are loaded with nutrients, as well as the kale. Kale is also considered one of the superfoods. And you ready to start juicing? So you can go ahead.
I'm ready. The great thing about this juice is that you can kind of make it to your own taste as well. Once I put some of the kale in, then I'll put like the cucumber or the apple in behind it to help push it through a little bit. Your kale is also a source of protein, and it's also great for energy as well.
The nice thing about making these juices is that you can create your own combination. I have a lot of people come in and tell me they don't like the green leafy vegetables, they don't like spinach, they don't like cucumber, they don't like the taste. Always remember, you can always add something sweet, which will sort of smooth out the bitter taste of the vegetables, or some people call the earthy taste. So you can make this taste however you want. Some people like more salt, they like less salt. Some people like it sweeter, some people like it more bitter. You can make it taste however you want just by simply adding more or less of whatever your preferences are.
Cheers to summer.
Very good. Very good.
Come join us at Jungle Juice Bar, and remember, your health is your wealth.
Try the juice of the week and much more at the Jungle Juice Bar. The Jungle Juice Bar is located on Charlevoix in Grosse Pointe Park.
When you're having a heart attack, this is how it feels to your heart. And if it happens at night or on the weekend, there's only one hospital team standing by on site to save you. Cardio Team 1, only at the DMC.
We're the Cronin Law Firm, bringing more to the table. When we sit down together, we share our expertise. You've got a legal problem, we know you need relief. Advice that you can trust, that's why people come to us. We're the Cronin Law Firm, bringing more to the table.
My friends, I want to introduce you to Samasco Financial. As attorneys, they worked hard to protect clients on a legal basis, only to watch many lose their money in the unpredictable and risky stock market. Samasco Financial has recognized the need for asset protection for our seniors and has introduced investment planning that will grow your nest egg without the risk of loss. To find out more about how Samasco Financial can protect your financial future, call 586-493-9989.
Groundbreaking, life-saving, history-making. The new DMC Heart Hospital, summer 2014. The beat goes on.
Real Women, Real Issues is brought to you by Mike's Fresh Market.
Welcome back to Real Women, Real Issues. I'm Ardelle Bradley, and with me, Rita Davis, who is the principal of Duke Ellington Elementary. Again, welcome, and thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Now, I know you used we were talking in the break, the program you use, High Scope,
Yes,
with
that's
your
the curriculum.
preschoolers.
Yes.
Could you explain that to my listeners?
It emphasizes active participatory learning, the plan, do, review sequence.
Okay.
In other words, it encourages our preschoolers to use constructivist learning, in which they are aware of their surroundings and the world around them in order to learn. And what they do is they plan their day.
The children do?
Yes,
Okay.
they work their day, they work their plan, and then they review on the activities that they have planned, and they really talk about how it all came out, what was the outcome.
To be a teacher in that program, do they have training that they have to go through?
Yes, there is extensive training for all the pre-K teachers,
Okay.
And they learn this program quite extensively, and they meet weekly at my school about the lesson planning and all of the skills and the anecdotal notes that they take on the children and how they're progressing. Yes.
Now, do the parents play any role in this? Do they come to the school and participate in some of the learning of this environment?
We encourage parents to come and participate in this program. They can volunteer. Of course, you know, we have our background checks and rules for volunteering in the program. However, children are so happy to see their parents in that environment.
Oh, I'm sure.
And teachers tell them the parameters of the program. In other words, the classroom is separated into learning centers. And
Do you have different levels, so the children learn in different areas depending on where they are?
There are different areas of activity, so we
Okay.
call it.
Okay.
You have the house area, the art area, the blocks, the
Okay.
books, computers, the toys, and the sand and water areas.
Now, do they actually have hardcore learning? I know, you know, like you go to kindergarten, for instance, and you learn your ABCs or how to write your name or your sight words, for instance. Do they start that in this program or no?
And this program is more where they're exposed, and whatever they gravitate toward, the child is given more information. But they kind of guide their own learning. However, they do have their daily routines.
Right.
And the children have to participate in all these different routines so that they can discover who they are, and also participate in any of the areas we just mentioned.
Now, is it any similarity with Montessori in the program that you use? Because I know with Montessori, they typically let the children decide or choose when they come in. You want to go to the reading area, if you want to go to the science area, but then they will guide them if they see a child who has one particular area that they go to all the time.
It's quite similar to
Okay.
that. Yes. Yes,
So
it
it's
is.
hands-on.
Hands-on.
And they get to choose pretty much.
And they choose the areas which they would like to go into. And they are guided through those areas.
Right.
But the teachers pretty much are facilitators rather than supervisors or managers.
And so that's very similar to the Montessori
Very
program.
similar, yes.
Now, do you have any partners that help you with the preschool program at your school?
We have a great partnership with the PNC Grow Up Great program, in which business partners come in, and they help to mentor the teachers and the students in the program. They offer students field trips to wonderful places, and they're pretty much a big part of 2 of the classrooms
That's
at
great.
Duke Ellington.
Now, is this part of the program, partners are with every school that have the high scope, or no? This is just at your school?
No, it's certain PNC chooses certain schools for which they're going to go into to partner with.
And how, is there some criteria? Did you have to apply for this?
Now, when I first came to Duke Ellington, it was already in place, and I do believe that they looked at what we were doing in that particular environment, and they chose us.
Well, are you the only school, or are there other schools?
No,
in
I'm
DPS?
sure there are other schools.
It just sounds like a great program, and I'm sure a lot of principals or vice principals would, you know, try to find out how. That's all. Just asking to see.
Right. It was offered to. When I first became the principal at
was
Duke
there.
Ellington, it was there, and they introduced themselves to me.
Well, that's
so
good.
it was nothing I wanted to disturb, because I wanted the children to have that experience, and they do their research as far as the children that started out in their program. How are they progressing from year to year? They came back to the school last year, and we have a wonderful, he's a kindergarten, no, he's a first grader now. He was in kindergarten last year. But
Hold that thought, and we'll be right back. We're going to take a break now, but we'll be right back with more Real Women, Real Issues.
When needed.
Team Mental Health Services prides itself on going the extra mile for its members.
And it was towards the 6th court date. I finally stood up and said, I can handle this process the rest of the way. And it was all because of the motivation and encouragement I got from Team Mental Health staff.
Team Mental Health Services, because we care and you can.
Opportunity. It doesn't stare you in the face. It's not going to yell at you to come and get it. It doesn't knock. So what does opportunity look like? Not what you might think. You see, opportunity is not a right. It's definitely not equal. And it doesn't come with an instruction manual. That's because opportunity isn't found. It's molded, it's built, it's created. It's as much about grit as it is intellect. An explosive high-tech corridor located at the intersection of muscle and brains? You bet. Because opportunity only comes to those already in the game. What does opportunity look like? It looks like Detroit. Opportunity made in Detroit.
Welcome back to Real Women, Real Issues. I'm Ardelle Bradley, and with me I have Rita Davis, who's the principal of Duke Ellington Elementary. Again, thank you for being with us.
You're welcome.
Now, before the break, we left off, you were speaking of one of your first graders who went through the program.
Oh, he went through the program, and last year he was invited to Detroit Grand Prix through PNC.
The bank.
Yeah,
PNC Bank.
yes.
Awesome.
PNC grew up great, and he got a chance to meet the car drivers, and he told them from his own heart how wonderful the program served him, and how he was interested in the sciences and engineering. And he just took the microphone from the mediator and they gave him a seat on stage so that he could explain just how much he learned.
He's a good sample of what can happen.
Of what can happen. He has confidence, and he has a desire, a deep desire to learn everything.
Great.
Yes.
Now, I know you were saying you found some numbers on how many schools that they actually work with.
Yes, in Detroit Public Schools, they have 15 schools that are participating, 28 classrooms, and they say they're going to serve an estimated 448 students this year.
Awesome.
Yes.
Now, do they grow as the years go on? Do they add more schools or students to their program?
It has been our experience that they will add more programs as they go on.
That's awesome.
Yes, yes.
Now, what else? Name some of the trips that your partners take these children on during the school year.
The students end up going to theater, the music hall. They end up at some of the banks and businesses that some of the partners come from, CompuWare, places like that.
And they also come to your school and work with the students
They
inside your
work with
building.
the teachers and the students. They're trying to encourage the science and engineering programs. And they come in, they will mentor teachers, they will have family nights. They do a lot with our children.
Now, do you guys have a science fair at your school?
Yes.
And I'm assuming they participate with that?
They participate with that. And this year promises to be a wonderful school year of science at Detroit, at our school. And I'm just excited about what's coming for our science program.
Now, do you have a great participation with the partners that you use, such as PNC Bank? Do they collaborate with the parents and the students? Do they all get to go on the field trips, or is this something just for the students?
Yes, they will invite the parents to go along with the children on the family nights. They will have their field trips. We sign them up just like we would if we were going on a day field trip, and they do have the opportunity to go with their children.
Now, if you were to change anything with the program, what would it be?
I wouldn't change the program. I would like to expand the program. If I had more room in my school, I'd have another classroom of the GSRP high scope program, and just more exposure for more children.
Absolutely.
In our area.
Help them grow.
Yes.
Well, I want to thank you for being with me today. This is a great program, and hopefully some more DPS schools can obtain it.
Yes, I don't want to end this conversation without mentioning the wonderful teaching staff. We know that the decisive factor in any classroom is a great teacher.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Well, we want to thank all of them. And I want to thank you, and we'll be back in a moment. Now we're going to go to the dermatology tip of the week with Dr. Shauna Diggs.
Hello, this is Dr. Shauna Diggs with your dermatology skincare tip of the week. Today we're going to talk about tinea versicolor. So tinea versicolor is a rash that you get on your chest, abdomen, and on your back. Sometimes it can extend to your arms and down your thighs. It's caused by a yeast on our skin that all of us have. It's the same yeast that can cause dandruff or perioral dermatitis. This yeast starts to grow usually in the summertime or in younger patients with oilier skin on the mid-chest and the mid-back. And as it grows, you start to get a little bit of scaling. Then those areas don't tan normally. So you get light spots, some people get dark spots, some people can get red spots. Hence the name versicolor. So when people come in, we can use a shampoo to treat this disease that you wash your body with every day, then perhaps once a week to keep it going. We have creams you can apply twice a day or lotions that kill the yeast and allow the rash to stop. We can also use some creams that try to help the light spots come back, so those areas that didn't tan normally. It'll fade eventually, but we can use some creams to help it even out more quickly. We can also use the pill version of the same cream, Nizoral cream or ketoconazole, and you can take it for 1 or 2 times and the rash goes away within 1 or 2 weeks. Oftentimes, patients who get tinea versicolor get it over and over again. Some people can get it 4 or 5 times, usually every spring or summer. So oftentimes a maintenance treatment with a shampoo or a wash to wash your body is a good idea. I'm Dr. Shauna Diggs, and this has been your Dermatology Skincare Tip of the Week.
To learn more about Cosmetic Derm and their revolutionary skincare products and services, please visit drshaunadiggs.com.
When you're having a heart attack, this is how it feels to your heart. And if it happens at night or on the weekend, there's only one hospital team standing by on site to save you. Cardio Team 1, only at the DMC.
Mike's Fresh Market, Detroit's largest independent supermarket with the best prices, quality, and service. Enjoy our vast selection of fresh fruits and vegetables. Wide aisles lead you to our own in-house bakery and deli. Beef, pork, chicken, seafood, and much more. You can rest assured you will feed your family the freshest food in town. Whatever you need, you can find it here at Mike's Fresh Market. Mike's Fresh Market with 2 locations, Gratiot and 7 Mile and Livernois and 7 Mile. Better food, better prices. That's Mike's promise.
Groundbreaking, life-saving, history-making. The new DMC Heart Hospital, summer 2014. The beat goes on.
ETX Closed Captioning is sponsored by the Detroit Seafood Market.
Welcome back to Real Women, Real Issues. I'm Ardelle Bradley, and now I have with me Therese Norris. She's with Sisters on Patrol. Welcome.
Hello, how are you?
Great. I know Detroit Public Schools, they have a big push out here now with having safety with the children walking to and from school. They have safety routes, as they call them, and I'm assuming that you guys participate in that? Is that what you do?
Yes, we do. We follow the safe routes and the routes around the schools to make sure that the children are getting back and forth to school safely.
That's awesome. Where are you, what schools or what areas are you located in?
We do patrol around Henderson Elementary, Henderson Jimerson, Cody High School, and Mann Elementary, and we also have a group that does patrol around Henry Ford High School.
So you guys go out in the morning at what time?
In the morning, an hour before school, and an hour that they're letting out.
The hour after, or?
The hour after.
Okay.
So the hour before and the hour after school starts and ends.
Now, how did you get started? How did you get involved in this?
I'm a parent volunteer, and I volunteer at Henderson Jimerson Elementary, and got in touch with the PASCA president, which is Mr. Lockhart, and he introduced us to the Brothers on Patrol, and we connected with Mr. Colbert, and it was a lot of women, so we didn't want to be called Brothers on Patrol. We wanted something to represent us as being females and women and parents. so he came up with the Sisters on Patrol.
Now, are you guys looking to expand? Do you go to other schools?
Yes, we are looking to expand to other schools.
Now, how would someone at another school get involved? Do you come to their PASCA meetings, or how does that work?
They can go online to the Brothers on Patrol and connect that way, or they can go to the center. It's located on Greenfield.
Now, everyone who's involved, do they have students that go to these particular schools, or anyone who's in the community can participate?
Anyone in the community. You don't have to have a child to participate in the Brothers on Patrol that goes to DPS, but if you do, you can. It's a help.
Now, how long have you been doing this?
I've been volunteering at Henderson for about 4 years now, and I've been doing the Brothers on Patrol. This will be my 2nd year.
Now, do you see a difference with you guys out there?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. The kids see a difference. The parents, when they see us, they thank us, they acknowledge us. So I feel the difference, because before the Brothers on Patrol were out, I walked my children to school.
Right.
And walking past abandoned houses or just stray dogs, there's just a lot of different things that can be going on around in the neighborhood. And with us being out, we can protect and help.
Now, do you drive these routes, or do you walk, or how does that?
No, we drive these routes, and we also do foot patrol around the campus of the schools.
Of each school. Now, are you in conjunction with the Safe Routes with the Detroit Public School Police Department? I know they have a whole division, which, they have a number that you can phone if you see anything going on with these safe routes. Every school has a map, a layout of the safe routes. Are you with them, in conjunction with them, or is this something separate?
We work with them, but we are Brothers on Patrol.
Okay, because I think this would be something great to have at every school. I guess that's why I'm asking to see if they can. I know they have meetings and they have things where people go to and we know about the routes, but if people want to volunteer, and parents or community activists, if they want to volunteer with that, I thought that would be something great to bring back to the schools.
Yes, I know they can go to Henderson, and if they wanted some information about Brothers on Patrol or Sisters on Patrol, they can go to Henderson and stop in the front office and ask for Mr. Lockhart or myself, Ms. Norris, or Ms. Gillum. One of us can help them with getting them an application and letting them know the exact routes that they would need to do to get it started for their school.
Well, I want to thank you on behalf of being a parent, and I'm sure all the parents out there, and thank you for being with us today, and keep doing all the great work.
Okay.
And I want to thank you for watching us today, and I'll see you here next week with Real Women, Real Issues.